This is one of my all-time favorite meals. It's a delicious spaghetti keema recipe that sort of blends Indian style minced meat, which is keema, with pasta for a flavorful dish. But like in my house, we actually make two kinds of keema, one that goes with roti, which is slightly a different recipe, and one that can be had with spaghetti, which is this one. It's a very simple recipe. You can have this with your regular spaghetti, or I even do a lentil spaghetti, which is gluten-free and tastes amazing. Here is everything that you will need for this recipe. So first we have some minced chicken meat. This is 500 grams and this is organic chicken meat. And for 500 grams of chicken meat, we have taken about 750 grams of tomatoes, and these are nice red fresh tomatoes. And then we have 750 grams of chopped onions. We also have one bulb of garlic. We have some pepper. We then have some oregano, some chili flakes, and some Worcestershire sauce, however you pronounce it. We will also be using some cut green chilies. To begin with, first we are going to be using these fresh red tomatoes to make a fresh tomato puree. So let's get started. Now I'm just going to heat these tomatoes in the microwave for about 3.5 minutes. Oh, I also covered this with a glass plate, but let's check this. The tomatoes still look quite firm, so I'm just going to do them for another 2 minutes. Now the tomatoes look that they are done. They look really soft. We need to take off the skin of the tomatoes, but they look pretty hot right now. So we are just going to put them aside and let them cool off and take off the skin a little later. Now take a wok and add 2 spoons of oil to it. Once the oil is nicely heated, then add the chopped garlic to it. After a minute of adding the garlic, add the chopped onions. And at this point, you can even add the cut green chilies. Now stir the onions and the garlic nicely, and then we are going to cover it with a lid and allow it to cook for a couple of minutes. Now alongside, we are also going to do the tomatoes. So we are going to start removing the skin of the tomatoes and keep adding them to the mixie. Please keep stirring the onions in the middle. They will take about 10 to 15 minutes to get done. So once you're done peeling all the tomato skins and adding them to the mixie, then you have to blend it to make the puree. This is still not done. We're just going to blend it once again. This is done now. Our tomato puree is ready. Now this is the color of the onions that I was waiting for. You want them nicely golden brown. So now would be a good time to add the minced chicken. Now mix the minced chicken well nicely with the onions and the garlic. Add 1.5 tablespoons of salt to this. Remember, it's always better to put little salt and do the seasoning, the final seasoning, and add more salt if required later, because you can always add in, but if it's too much salt, then it becomes very difficult to manage that. Now cover this with a lid and allow it to cook for a couple of minutes. To this, we are going to add some oregano and some chili flakes. I'm also going to add a little bit of the red chili powder. Now you don't want the minced meat to start sticking to each other and becoming lumpy, so try just separating and breaking it out. Also, when you're cooking minced meat, you have to be a little careful because you don't want it to become chewy, so you don't want to overcook it as well. We are also adding a little bit of parsley here, but this is also because we have parsley growing at home and it's readily available to us. But this step is absolutely optional. Now once the chicken is about 3/4 cooked, add the tomato puree. Now stir this well and allow it to cook for a couple of minutes. Now by this point we've almost added whatever we needed to, so this is a good time to check the seasoning, check the taste and add whatever is missing. Now as you can see, the color is a little on the orange side and a little less on the red side, so we're just going to add a little bit more of the red chili powder. Now this not only adds spice but also adds color to the dish. We are also feeling that the tomato puree might be a little less, but guess what? We've just run out of tomatoes. So we're just going to improvise and use a little bit of store-bought tomato puree, and again that will also help with the color. Adding a little bit more of salt and the red chili powder. Also, mom just entered the kitchen and said that even the oregano is less, so we're adding more of the oregano as well. Now there are two ingredients which we haven't added till now, which is the black pepper, which we're just adding now, and the Worcestershire sauce.
This is actually a little optional only.
Now the consistency of this is slightly too thick, so we're just going to add some water, and we'll add the water slowly because we neither want it too thick nor too watery. Wow, now this is ready. This is exactly the sort of color that we want and the consistency that we want. Now just going to transfer the keema into this serving bowl. This is one of my favorite meals, guys. It's so yummy, it's so delicious and so easy to make with very few ingredients. And like I said, that you can either have this with regular spaghetti, the regular Italian spaghetti, or what I use is a lentil spaghetti. If you want to know the brand name, you can just comment below and I shall let you know. It's very easily available on Amazon, and I use it spaghetti for some of my other dishes. Don't forget to check out another pasta recipe of mine that's a vegan recipe. But even this dish is absolutely perfect for people who are on a gluten-free and dairy-free diet. And that's it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you end up trying this recipe, do let me know how it turned out. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and wait for me to share some more recipes with all of you. Until next time, lots of love.